Good day, sir. I am Cadet Manalo, and today I will be discussing about my case analysis, which refers to the accident of Amoco Cadiz in France 1978. So what is the immediate cause of the accident? So based on my careful analysis and sort of some sources, the immediate cause of the accident is the steering failure. As per the article of Safety for Sea, it is due to the heavy weather that the wave hits the ship's rudder, and it was found that she was no longer responding to the helm. Also, we can include the failure of tug's response from preventing the drifting of the vessel towards the shore. So this is my immediate cause of accident, because aside from that, there are far more deeper causes, and that will be the root cause of the accident. So by analyzing the case and by citing the investigation conducted by the French government, it shows that the root cause of the accident was the grave negligence of the officers on board the ship. The disaster happened due to the poor and insufficient maintenance of the ship, poor design of the vessel's steering mechanisms, and lastly, the lack of preparedness in combating or preventing solution or preventing pollution. So it is not only about the steering failure, but it's about the negligence of the officer, because as a officers, mariners, ship owners, we are accountable in maintaining the ship in order to provide safe shipping, not only for the crew but also for the marine environment. So what are the impacts and implications of these accidents to the marine environment? So the case of Amoco Cadiz was was considered as the largest biological kill from any spill happened in history. And it is according to the statement of Dr. Wilmot Hess, the director of NOAA's Environmental Research Study, the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, uh, with the preceding agency of United States Survey of the Coast. So it only proves that the effects of this accident is devastating to the marine life. So mortalities of animals occurred over the 2-month period following the spill. The data from Wayback Machine archives shows that millions of dead mollusks, sea urchins, and other bottom-dwelling organisms wash ashore. So that is only in the period of 2 months. So in that statement, we can say that this accident is really big. It is devastating to the marine life, and some of the several unique animal, bird, and any life forms are cannot be able to survive, no. So the more than 200,000 tons of oil was released, and affects the habitats of the animals, as well as the ecosystem. 130 beaches was covered with 30 centimeter thick of oil, which leaves a long-term effects for its recovery. uh, News BBK or News BBC in UK confirmed that dangerous mix of oil and water forms naturally, which will pollute all the life forms as it drifts across. So meaning, not only the existing problem, but in the long term run, the mixture of oil and water will affect the sea creatures or the marine environment continuously, no. So the accident is really big. This incident immediately ratified various laws for the prevention of pollution and protection of marine environment. This includes some amendments of Annex 1 in marble, comprehensive studies and plans for the rehabilitation of the affected area caused by the grounding of Amoco Cadiz 1970. We can really say that the impact of the Amoco Cadiz 1978 accident is really devastating to the environment, but also it provides it provides a great learning for everyone in the maritime industry, and it serves as a great platform for more amendments in the existing law in preventing oil pollution and uh, other concerns which will protect our environment. So, based on the effects on the environment of this accident and the cause of this accident, it is clearly shows that it violated uh, regulations under our MARPOL 73-78 annexes, and it clearly violates the Annex 1 of the MARPOL. So this accident resulted to the multiple violations under the Annex 1 of MARPOL 73-78 as follows. So the first violation in the regulation is on regulation number 4, exceptions. So it is stated that the discharge of oil mixture or oil resulting from damage to a ship or its equipment. So this is the situation of Amoco Cadiz. But the Prime Minister of France proves that the accident is caused by the grave negligence. So, in the exceptions, it is existing that the cause of problem on the Amoco Cadiz is the failure of steering mechanism. But based on the regulation 4 and based on the careful investigation of the French government, it proves that the Amoco Cadiz is not or can't avail the exception in regulation 4 because the accident is caused by their grave negligence. So another violation is the regulation 15, the control of discharge of oil. So it is in connection with the regulation 4. So the Amoco Cadiz is not exempted. That is why uh, she regulated the control of oil discharge. And what happened to Amoco Cadiz is prohibited with no exemption to the rule. And in additional with that, uh, the regulation number 34, and it is also connected with the regulation 4 and regulation 15, that control of discharge of oil, it will still fall under the regulation 4 and 15, that prohibits the discharge of oil at sea without any exception due to the negligence of people. And lastly, the regulation number 37, which is really important, the Shipboard Oil Pollution Emergency Plan. The Amoco Cadiz failed to respond immediately to the oil spill because of the lack of preparedness to combat the spill. It is clearly shown that the ship did not have the SOPEP of the ship or the Shipboard Oil Pollution Emergency Plan as a mandatory requirements of MARPOL. So, uh, every disaster or every accident can be minimized. So, it is clearly seen in the case of Amoco Cadiz that they are really not prepared. They do not have the plans. They are not prepared in this kind of situation. That is why the MARPOL regulation 37 in annex 1 um, helps the ship owners and the mariners to have these plans, the shipboard oil pollution plans, that so that in case of emergency like what happened in the Amoco Cadiz, it will be minimized. The impact will be minimized and the marine environment will still be protected. So MARPOL Annex 1 serves as a path for the ship owners and the mariners to follow and prevent pollution at sea by oil. Failure to observe these rules will result to such devastating accident like what happened to the Amoco Cadiz. So that will be my case analysis, and thank you so much.